The voicemail number that you can call 24 hours a day is 219-2-DAVID-P. Here's a here's a caller who doesn't care if the protesters die of coronavirus, but unfortunately it's more complicated than that. Take a listen.
Hey, David. I know this is sort of unpopular to say, especially with knowing your views, but honestly, dude, I don't care if some of these protesters die as a result of their irresponsible actions.
I get it. The problem is other people will also die. I'm mostly on board with if this is truly a sort of natural selection type thing, where if the protesters want to protest and they are the only ones at risk of getting sick and dying, at a certain point, it's like, okay, let them do it. Now, the problem is some of them are bringing their kids. Are their kids really able to consent to that? Do the kids really understand the risks? I don't think so. But if you imagine only the protesters are the ones that risk dying by protesting, at a certain point, I would say, fine, just let them do it. The problem is they become spreaders of the disease. And so while you are right, you are also missing that it's a fantasy to imagine that the protesters are only putting themselves at risk. That's the problem. On today's bonus show, we will talk about news that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is very ill after surgery. Yet another 2020 thing that is stacking up for a very crazy situation. We will also talk about what's going on amidst the pandemic in Italy with the mafia, and we will talk about the Supreme Court guaranteeing the right to a unanimous verdict in serious criminal trials. Very interesting and important. All of those stories and more on today's bonus show. Don't miss it. Get instant access by signing up at joinpakman.com.